Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Jeff Murdoch, and again, I am privileged to serve as the president of the Southwest region of ACDA. And so thank you all for joining us for the Undergraduate Conducting Masterclass. Before we get started, I want to thank our friends here at the Trinity United Methodist Church for hosting us in this beautiful facility. So to Pastor Ken Brown and Pastor A.J. Bush, Luke Sullivan, Jerome Cibolo, Valerie King, and the rest of the staff, thank you all so much. Can we give a round of applause to the And second, we would not be able to host a masterclass like this without an amazing choir with whom the conductors can work. And so I would like to present this certificate award to the Cherry Creek High School Meistersingers and their director, Sarah Branton. And I'd like to welcome the Director of Choral Activities at Tarleton State University and our chair for the conducting competition, Masterclass, Troy Robertson.
Thank you. My name is Troy Robertson from Tarleton State University, and it's my pleasure to introduce our choir, clinicians, and conductors today for this Southwest ACDA Undergraduate Conducting Masterclass. First, I'd like to ask our conductors to stand, and please hold your applause until they've all been announced. Conductors, if you'll wave as your name is called. We have Brian DeStefano from the University of North Texas, Brennan Lacey from Oklahoma State University, Alyssa Moreno from the University of Texas at San Antonio, Noah Phillips from the University of Missouri, Kansas City, and Anna Schmelter from the University of North Texas. Let's give them some applause. Our clinician today is Dr. Shohei Kobayashi. Dr. Kobayashi is a versatile musician with a distinguished career spanning various musical realms. He's the director of the choral program at Reed College and associate conductor and co-artistic advisor for Residence Ensemble. Dr. Kobayashi's commitment to nurturing emerging conductors led to the creation of a tuition-free apprenticeship program at Interlochen, promoting connections within the choral community. He received his undergraduate degree from Lewis and Clark College and his MM and DMA from the University of Michigan. Dr. Kobayashi is an active contributor to leading choral organizations and a member of the National Board of NCCO. Let's give him a round of applause as well. As you've heard, our singers today are members of the Cherry Creek High School Meistersingers, Greenwood Village, Colorado, conducted by Sarah Branton. Ms. Branton's choirs have performed at numerous state and regional conventions, Carnegie Hall, and toured around the world. Prior to her tenure at Cherry Creek, Ms. Branton taught in Longmont, Colorado, and Blaine, Minnesota. She serves as assistant director, section leader, and sings with Cantorai. She also served on summer faculty at the Sitka Fine Arts Camp in Sitka, Alaska, sings with various ad hoc ensembles throughout her community, and is an orchestral and jazz string bassist. She currently serves on the Colorado All-State Choir Board and has previously served on the Colorado ACDA Board. Ms. Branton holds music degrees from St. Olaf College and Colorado State University. Their collaborative pianist today is Amanda Draymond. Let's welcome Sarah and the Cherry Creek Meistersingers and their pianist. Woo.
Stefano is up first here from UNT, everybody.
Hi. I'm conducting Connie Tops by Elaine Hagenberg.
It's really helpful for the tone. Did y'all notice anything else that you liked about Brian's conducting? If you wouldn't mind chiming in. Yeah. Maybe we'll have a tenor or bass. Yes. Oh, wonderful.
You can tell the difference between the wanted dynamics, like bigger motions with like louder, and then also like gentler motions.
There's definitely like a suppleness about your default gesture, which is great. What did you hear? What did you like? And what might you like to go back to get more of what you were after?
Everything kind of disappears when you're in the pocket.
Yes, that's true.
I think that some of the, in the opening section, so I guess in the A section, some more dynamic differentiation, and some more apparent crescendo.
So let's go back to that A section. One thing that I want you to listen for, I think, like, as a conductor, I mean, there are a lot of responsibilities, but balance and timing are two big ones. And I want you to just listen for some balance in this soprano alto section in the opening, just making sure that you can really hear the moving lines. And if not, maybe we can sort of rehearse a little bit and see how you might adjust. Can we start right at letter A, everybody, the 17th soprano alto entrance? Good, right? Maybe it's just where I'm standing, but I can't always hear that middle line there when it starts to get low here. And I know it says a crescendo right there on that measure, but we can delay the crescendo. This is maybe we're going off script a little bit with the score. But I think always fair game to delay a crescendo from where it's written. So maybe try to encourage not just the first altos there, but also to kind of just temper the other voices while. And I'm sort of encouraging a tempering here and an encouragement over here.
Okay.
Sure. percolating kind of sound, yeah? And so when you bring them in, don't just think piano, think of the tone that you're trying to imagine there. Let's go one measure before C. Right, now that we have a little chemistry going. When you start, even if it's just piano and violin, it's still a moment. They're humans right in front of you, so don't let it just be like, okay, this is starting when I'm really with the client. Okay? Everything's in music here. One move before C. Good, man. I love this crescendo here. I wonder if you can encourage it all the way to the end. And also stay with the piano here on the last 8 too. Can we start at the E nieces? Measure 45. Wonderful. Everybody else sounded so good. So this is great. Brian, just one quick thing. Partially it's where you're on the stage and how close everybody is, but when you sort of turn and are active with different moving parts, it's great. I love the energy, and I think you can just hang back, let the eyes do the work a little bit more, because then the mood is a little more placid, not static, but still in a way, and you can kind of encourage that by being still in the body. Let's go to the rising king moment. Okay. Kuyasu. Letter E, kuyasu. Awesome, Brian. Is that your dream? Is that like living up to all of your expectations? Okay, so think about how you might show it differently and do it again. One thing that I'll just suggest. I love the tallness that you're bringing. That's really awesome. I think you can even, and you won't fall off, but finding a lower point when you get up to the sort of peak dynamic, so you can stay on the breath here. Yeah, great. Excellent, Brian. I want you to get some time on dawn and dusk. So this is really great, lots of great improvement. What's one thing that you'll take away from working on the cutting class?
I think less of this thing,
Yeah.
as well as kind of try and manage, balance a little bit more.
Yeah, take some freedom in that, and it really helps. Let's go to dawn and dusk. We're just taking like the opening 20-ish measures or so. It's a good conducting exercise. wonderful piece. While folks are getting set here, Indonesian music. Anything come to mind for you?
Not a whole lot.
Gamelan.
Yes.
Think gamelan. Okay, so the tuk, 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 these sort of things, there's little gongs and the ringing and the muting, tung, 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 this sort of thing, sort of in the ears a little bit. Let's start from the beginning. Trio. Good, Brian. That's a really, really great start. Okay, so Dr. McMullen was saying this earlier, that this is sort of an artificial setting, right? Ideally, you'd be like rehearsing with them and building rapport and also building expectation of what you want. I'm going to have you just do it again and see if you can get more of what you're after. Okay. I think you can get better again. While you're stopped, I think you can get more crescendo 7 to 8 too. So, yeah. Awesome. Choir, measure 12, can we hold this chord? And Brian, can you check if you're hearing all the pitches there?
Yeah. Well, let's start
Right on measure 12. Yeah. Good. So balance, right? And gets the tenors. It's a pretty wild kind of sound here. Okay. Really awesome. Okay. Back to the beginning. Is there anything about the opening that you want differently at this point, or is that all you're dreaming? If you were to rehearse and give like 2 phrases of what you want differently.
I wonder if you hear a little bit more to be natural a little bit more. Let's try it.
Let's give it a position.
Let's do it one more time. Maybe just a 10 there and let's get it together. That was not extremely fast. Here's where we are. 1.
Okay, great. Sometimes when we get sort of focused on rehearsing, we get a little technical. So what's one image that you might give to the choir to kind of set the mood for this opening?
I don't know. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Yeah, we're sort of on the spot sort of thing here. But there's these awesome bird sounds happening, slow drone kind of thing. So we have to kind of take a second to let our hearts still and be at nighttime or dawn time or whatever time it is. Let's start at the beginning and see if you can give them that stillness in the back. it seems like. So one thing that you can do when setting a brand new tempo from nothing is really make sure the rep rebound from 1 to 2 is very clear in the new tempo. So you could be any tempo here, but then you go da, da. So maybe the rebound's also shorter than it was before. Okay? Let's go right on the wah-wah-wah. Let's measure at the 12. Good try. One last time, I'll measure 13. One thing that you can do, too, is actually, since you're basically pausing on this one, is make sure that this tempo you can go 4, in the new tempo. Good, right? Yes, so great. This is the first conductor of class. Next up, we have Brennan Lacey from Oklahoma. While folks are getting set up, I understand this is Junhee Kurab on the violin. This is such a treat. We're in the trio here, solos and violin soloists, so excellent, thank you.
Good afternoon, my name is Brennan Lacey, and I will also be starting with kindness.
soon as the basses are excited. Yeah. There with two glasses. One glasses, yeah.
I like how the size of your the dynamic that you want is that it's pull this back a bit.
And maybe one more in the back.
I liked how you were super clear with the S endings of like specific like and then ended it to make sure we knew exactly what was supposed to be.
Brendan, there are a couple breaths that I think you wanted. And we may get to those, it's totally fine, but in your dream world, you get some of these breaths, and that's great. Okay. Can we, I also want to just celebrate at like letter A, and both of the entrances really, but especially letter A. You were very encouraging with that first entrance. It's sort of an exposed one for the sopranos and altos, and I felt like it was a very full, warm piano, not a timid one, which I really appreciate. Can we start, this is page 5. We're going to go from super measure 29. Super. I know you don't have your music in front of you, so you're being very flexible. Thank you. While we're stopped, there is this marking of andante 60 to the quarter. We are pushing almost, I would say, almost to 80. It's not terrible to go faster than marked, but I think it's almost faster than the lines they're written for a certain tempo. You want to kind of enjoy each eighth in the line, so feel that when you're setting the tempo. Thanks. This is partially my fault for the terrible place to start, so apologies, Clark. I want you to notice one thing, Brennan. You're doing great at setting this retard in place right here, but I think in setting down the retard, you have to be right there with the altos. As you're coming down, you're already here with the altos. Okay, let's go back to maybe a comfier place to start. Measure 21, the two E's. E's. Since you showed that, could you just demonstrate how you want to do this real quick?
So I'm trying to observe it.
Just sing it. Just sing it. Nods. Immediate nods. Okay. Measure of 21. Excellent. One little gestural vocabulary thing I want to add to your toolkit here. And we'll get a sort of sitting, standing break after this one, singers. Thank you so much. With your left hand, just explore this sort of in front of you motion. Yeah, the sad motion here. I think when it looks like on the page we're just sitting on notes, that's when we need a little bit more encouragement of breath here. And especially when it's marked piano. Just allow the flow of air to happen here. Exactly. Can you check from 33 with that in mind? everybody's singing so well with you. They're following you very well at letter D. You're being very encouraging and vertical in this moment. I wonder if we could just explore a little roundness here. If you enjoy this crescendo, the red, and then save room for this part of the phrase here. This part of the phrase. Yeah, not starting too much here. 45. Emis echo. I'm going to redo this section one more time. And musicians, thank you so much for your generosity of voice. We're starting at letter D, measure 49. I just want you to watch out for rushing when it gets louder. This is a combination, so don't feel bad. But if you enjoy the richness of that dynamic, enjoy their sound in every single eighth note, and live in every eighth note with them, it'll help you remember to stay grounded. This is letter D, everybody. Good. Seriously, so much stamina, so much generosity. Thank you. Brendan, what's one quick thing that you're going to take from this piece of
I think exploring my different planes of convection and not allowing dynamics to control speed.
Yeah, like your tempo. Yeah, that's great, great. Let's do a little dot and dust, everybody. Judy, thank you for all the shifting. Great too. And we'll get like a full sit down break after Brennan, okay? Excellent. Okay. Lots of great things. I just want to celebrate this. I felt like it was so clear. And yeah, there's something about it. You all interacted with that in a great way. I want to just bring your attention to the tenors right here. Okay. And then, were there any other things that felt like weren't quite what you were after in the opening? Maybe don't say it, but just try it again and show it in a different way and see if y'all respond to what Brennan is showing. one thing that you might rehearse.
I love if we can linger on the wobbles just a little bit.
Wow. And the ooh of it? Okay. Wow. And then what do you think is happening at measure 9? Because I think both times now. Okay. And what's going on?
I'm not keeping the pattern for that. When.
And so they come on the end of 2. And if you are a little bit less active on 1, less active, okay, less active, okay, that'll be helpful. Great. Let's start at the beginning again. I like what you're getting with the da-da. There's a little note on the very back of the page where we go directly to the second vowel of any diphthong. If you can enjoy it, and you can encourage that with a little turn of the hand. This one. Okay. Yes, Brennan. Great. I really love the setting of the tempo. I wonder if we can do it without this one. That's fine. Okay, just small thing. It's overall really great. Forte pianos, and musicians, maybe you'll feel empathetically with this. I find that vocally, when I see it does something vocally to me that I don't know that is ideal. I want to stay connected on the voice. I don't want to go this sort of thing. So if you can, maybe enjoy a press. They're going to do the forte piano no matter what, right? They already are. And so if you just suggest the forte piano with a little press, and they'll do it. Okay? Let's go, everyone, from the wah wah wahs. Measure 12. Measure 12. Good, Brennan. Okay, and our last little bit here. I wonder if we can flip to almost the very end, just to try this out. We're going to go from measure 76. These are the two ya, when, yes, this fit. Measure 76. Yeah, so there's 2 bars on there. It's a lot of them. Yeah. Just the last page, if you can imagine the last page. Great place to stop. Thank you so much. We're going to just take like a minute break, vocal rest while you're Things that you're noticing now, we've just done this piece for the first time in this masterclass. What did y'all like? What did you respond well to? Yeah?
Some parts where we want something to pass and I showed you that section and we looked at it.
As well.
I like that you use like your whole body, like your head nods and everything, and it helped keep like the vibes
There was like, yeah.
I like that you took time to like center yourself and like picture what you wanted it to be before you started.
I find that especially important with this opening. Yeah, to kind of still the room a little bit and start from nothing. Yeah. Great. I felt like there was no rushing, pacing was good. I felt like the opening was really clear. And since we did a lot of opening work, I want to go right into the new tempo. One thing that I want to have you think about, when we have a fast tempo, it's easy to kind of be thinking bar to bar. But I think part of our body can be in the long game, thinking about 4-bar phrases, 8-bar phrases, or the way that we are leading all the way to the next section. So some of that is going to just show up in how our shoulders are. It's easy to kind of be, this communicates to me bar-to-bar energy. Okay. But we can be just as rhythmic and stay kind of slow-mo with the upper body. Experiment with that, and let's go from the allegro. General rule, two preps for a fast tempo, I would say, or just in general, I would say 2 preps is a good rule. Think 1, Good, oh, great, okay. So, getting still a little bit of this energy, but it's already much better, much more still. I think when you bring this arousal in, I think you can just be open. There's some sort of this sway motion, which is great. I think it's super evocative, and just ride their air, soaring kind of energy for a second. Yeah? Experiments. Let's start right at that and shreds. Actually, let's start from the nya-nya-nyas. Measure 26 sopranos. Nya-nya-nya-nya. 26. integrate with basses sooner, and they are marked forte, everybody else comes to forte. And I love the dynamics, that's how I just started. But then basses come in, pum, 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 pum. Oh, yeah, this one? That's great. I was going to say, generally, this could be a little bit lower. I think your iPad could be brighter, and you could stand a little farther back so you have a little bit more space to work with. Pum, pum. As if you're at the keyboard. Bang! Same, let's go from this measure 34. What are your ears telling you in this moment? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you would like differently about that section that you just Sure, sure. But separate from you, like what you're hearing from the choir. Yeah. What do you think of the stops? Cleaner, good. I think if we're like lighter and cooler with the stops, it'll be a little bit more together and also less rattly with the risers. Can we try from the basses entrance? Measure 42. I don't know.
Basses.
Two breaths, two deep breaths. I sense that you're with the basses when the tenors come in, and then we lose a little bit of the ensemble. And that, there's a mysterious thing where if our awareness isn't there, then the ensemble kind of does this. But if we're there, we have it all in our mind, then somehow it just stays together. Let's go from the same spot, basses entrance. I think you could be with the new thing at measure 56. Yeah. Let's go from 50. And tenors, there's a really cool sort of collected sound that the sopranos and altos give on their mezzo forte entrance, and I think we could get a little bit of that color too. Measure 50. That's a tenors entrance, yeah. Different spots. Yeah, it's the new build-up. New build-up, basses and tenors start. Yes. try it again. And then also, I think you can encourage slightly more decay from the accents from the spouts and pum, 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 pum. So that we hear each of the entrances and they sort of make this little bell sound together. Okay? Let's go from the descending pa-pa-pas. This is measure 58. Pum, pum. Awesome. I think you want more of that crescendo, right? I think if you use this playing here, no empties, just wah, sort of this bellows kind of thing, and then you can just show whoop, bing, bing, bing. Okay. With the pa-pa-pas, no loosey-goosey between 2 and 3. Everyone needs clarity. Yes, that clicky kind of thing. So that we encourage bing, pum, 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 pum. Same song. Let's go right on that measure. Yeah. Bing, pong, bing, pong, bing, pong, bing, pong. You line 4, there's a diminuendo. And you can encourage the crescendo. Yeah, exactly. And you don't need to kind of note down motion. Any down motion will indicate we're going on. So, let's do, how about we do the last 4 measures? Measure 62, yeah. That's poo, moo, poo, moo, lu, lu. We should probably start at 58. 58 it is. 58 it is. What's 1 or 2 things that you'll carry from Donna Times?
I think breaking into certain parts will be more open.
Yeah, exactly. And especially with faster music, it's easy to want to do that, and you'll be a little bit more sort of, eagle vision in this kind of music. Yeah, excellent. Let's move to Caritas. I'd love to start from the tenor bass entrance. That's measure 41. Measure 41. And take a moment to kind of imagine a world that we're in for a second. It's a very different world than Donna does.
So
something real quick, Lisa. Measure 58, sopranos and altos, you sort of like turn them off a little bit soon. So just watch out for that. In general, I love the sort of warmth, your beaming face to the choir is really awesome and encouraging on their sound. I think the crescendo measure 7, the vocal rhythm there, you can encourage that a little bit more. Enjoy that there. And part of it is maybe a sort of autopilot gesture where this hand is kind of coming back here. But actually you want to encourage beyond, so sort of bring it to them in this area. Let's go E's, measure 45. Good, sorry to stop you. That's really, really great. I don't know if you noticed this, but like you just get the warmest sound from everybody right now. It's just such a sweet sound. I think that last eighth rest there, just enjoy that. The last eighth is the longest, okay? The last eighth is the longest. You got that on the right there. Let's go measure 45. Imagine breathing there yourself. That can help the time. Well, it's all the way to the downbeat on measure 58 there. Can we do just on la, measure 57? I think part of it is another one of these autopilot things with beat 3. So see if you can think, I'm holding the sound, I'm encouraging the sound of the sound of all the way to the downbeat. Measure 57, I think it was. Just on la, held la. Standing on the 14, that's really good. What do you think happened in measure 73, 4? Yeah, we went inside here, yeah. So as long as you just stay in 3, it's going to be awesome. On letter E, this long climb up sort of to the top of the throne kind of thing. See if the left hand encourages that same long line idea that we were talking about earlier. That if we stay in this long 3 and stay it's this long, long build, and you can just kind of build the anticipation by keeping this a little stiller, left hand a little stiller. Okay? We're going to go from there to the end, letter E. Okay. So many things synthesized. That's really awesome. Let's congratulate Alyssa. Thank you for 5 minutes. Just sit, have water. Okay, 5 minutes. Maybe mine. Oh, there we go. Okay. What you notice?
I really like the energy that you had. It made it feel like the piece didn't like, die down in energy even when we got quiet. It had like tension to it.
I like how spatial drawing your hand is very wide. It's easy to see what's going on.
Your voice is here, so we'll turn.
I like to break in between like our really big note back to like the key keys. Like you have us catch up to you again, and then we all work together instead of just going straight into it.
Awesome.
When the bases came back and like they were kind of rushing you a little bit, but like I don't know what exactly the emotion was, but like you made it like really clear for them to slow down. Like,
What would you like to go back to?
Can we go back to 50? That's where it's number 50. That's sort of the basis where you guys know that singing right a little bit and yeah.
We're clear where we're at. Let's sort of middle bill. Yeah, I think that's clear. I think you could be with the sounds and altos a little sooner, actually. That smile that one singer mentioned, I think that could come up before they're in. Yeah? Try measure 50 again. Either 10, maybe both. I think tenor balance we could come down a little bit, and basses would be awesome to hear that a little bit more. 50. Sopranos and altos. Keep going. Awesome. So as this is building here, this is great. Another moment where we can find this long game here. So if we sort of just watch our swaying a little bit. Okay. If it's okay, I'm going to come over here, and if I notice swaying, I'm just going to poke your shoulder. Okay. So just watch out for this thing. Okay. Let's go, around 56. That's where this bounce off is going. No. Let's try again. 56 now, you know. That's really great. Let's go back to the beginning. Very opening. I love the opening sound that you're getting. The second bass entrance here, you cue them and you kind of like let go with your left hand in a way that I think they could use a little bit more support. So if you just find ground with them, that'd be great. Begin. Sure. Measure 12. Just a little bit more effort, I think, would be helpful. I think partially you could just show the ooh, and they know that ooh is on 4. And right now you're going ooh and If you just show ooh and up, but up. Ooh, up, ooh is in. Ooh and ooh. Because ooh is on 4. Let's go on the bubble once again. Look at all those colors, right? Good. I wonder if we can figure out a way to just be ready to hear the low octave when they drop down there. Yeah, and that could be you're here, and that you're so maybe the gesture's lower, or somehow you connect with their lower octave. Right with the electric sounds. Oh, 2 beat prep. I'm going to tell you the same thing as Melissa, which is that in this section here, if you can somehow be less measure to measure and more kind of thinking broad phrases, maybe sections of 4 or 2. At the moment, partially it's a left hand, kind of so moving along this way. Because there's a dance, there's a long dance happening here. Let's go where the sopranos enter, measure 22. Okay. For the long game, exploring ways to kind of communicate with the left hand without it having to sympathetically be tied to the right hand. We can enjoy all of this movement. Okay, great. What are 2 quick things that you might take away from what Don does?
Just sort of syncopation at most of the whole piece. But then just the mood switches,
Yeah.
articulation switches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, different entrances, and being there for the entrances before they happen. That as conductors, we're in the moment and thinking ahead at the same time. Yeah. Great, let's go Caritas. Again, I'd love to start at measure 41, tenor bass entrance, and we may stop somewhere. At the tenor bass entrance, I love the presence that you have with them, but I think you can encourage slightly more sound. One way that you can do that, at the moment I see sort of prep, and here we go. We're in 3. And if you can imagine that you're singing inside, that you're really singing inside of your heart, inside of your heart, and then it'll come through your hands. Yeah. Can you go measure 40? Right. I just love these small little details that Higginberg has here, and this is one of them. This little crescendo, it's not intuitive, especially with the alto resolution. It feels like 4/4/3, right? But 4/3. I'm singing the wrong note. But excellentissima. And go all the way to the end of that note there. Can you go measure 45? Ease. Sorry, no, I'm going to mark just a little bit. And partially why I'm getting on everybody about this one is because it's one sentence, yeah, from the most excellent depths to beyond the stars. Right, so we have to it doesn't matter that there's a rest there, because it's one of these kinds of rests. Yeah, so we have to connect. Measure 45. So awesome. Now, looking right here, there's a breath here that you're showing, but the tenors and basses have this awesome rising moment here that I think you could be with. So even though you're showing the breath there, see if you can connect that rising line for the tenors and basses. Okay? We're going to go from letter D. Keep going, right? Still torso. Awesome. What did you notice in your ears? Was that your dream? Can we get closer to your dream?
Yeah, we can get much closer.
Okay.
It's not very, phrasing, you said this whole thing is like one long phrase.
Yes.
So this is like the longest phrase.
Yes.
This is from E all the way till
Yeah.
all the way till so E.
Your body can show that too.
Yes.
Yeah. So your body can show that too. And one thing that you can encourage from the tenors and basses, y'all enter in unison there, and it's a mezzo piano entrance. So if you actually come down a little bit on that entrance, you'll have more room to grow, and it'll be even more glorious. Okay. But still frame, and left hand not so engaged. Yeah, maybe I find actually from piano to forte that you can kind of gradually lower, and you sort of land here in this open position for the forte. Let's go from letter E. Letter E. Still left hand. Yeah, no. Until it's uncomfortable. And the shoulders up there!
Hello, I'm Anna. I'll be conducting Dawn and Dusk.
sector over here.
I thought that the way that you were directing us through the song felt very organic, felt very genuine.
We didn't show it at all. Only 2 more. 1, 2. And last one.
I was gonna say you reminded us like your conducting style reminded us of like our conductor. That's so much. I felt really good like 2 years
You build quick chemistry, and that's like just a superpower of yours, and I think so. That's really awesome. I don't want to sort of mess around too much because I think there's a lot of really great things. Let's go back to page 7 real quick. This is the same thing. Oh wait, am I looking at the right spot? This is a different spot. I'm looking for where the tenors and basses both have the stop and clap. Yeah, let's address that. Sure. 42. It's round out, just have you can have some very well. 42. Go ahead and rehearse. What would you like to do?
Could we close our eyes and try to see if we can match up?
Inner pulse. 42. Anything you'd like different now that their pulse is there? Anything you'd like different now that their pulse is a little bit more together?
I think the tenor could be a little bit more spot on. Just a little bit. Okay. Should we do y'all?
I'm going to tell you 2 spots that I feel like tenors would like a little bit of help, a little bit of encouragement. One spot is, oh yeah, okay. So beat 2 right here, with your voice, and then the next downbeat, okay. Then finally, I think we could get a little more, hey, the last one, I think we could get a little bit more of that one. Let's get everybody up and start from measure 34. 34. That's where the chunk comes. Oops. Super clean for the tenors. The tenors get a little buried in that texture. So if you can, it's a rule for life. Listen out for the voices unheard, right? Shh. Okay, great. Let's move to caritas. I think this is a good composition. What's a couple things that you'll take away from Don and Gus before we move?
Always, I
think if we really sing through each part and really like live with them as if they're our own, we'll know what they need. We'll know what the folks need. Okay. How about everybody just go a little deep bending? We're almost there. We're doing great. And let's go from the same spot, everybody. We're going from measure 41, letter C, tenor bass entrance. Awesome. Lots of really, really great things already. Can we start with the same spot? I noticed you wanted to do this sort of caritas, which is great. I think you can do that just with your hands and not with your upper body. In general, this is a long one that pace, right? With the gradations being like piano to like mezzo forte forte for a long time, and we get like only one pretty small moment. Right? So we have to kind of reserve some of these kinds of motions for that sort of large one. Letter C, and I'm going to have you also see if you can pay attention to the rising tenor bass lines that are new for this section. So this bit here, unison tenor bass, they can do that, and then tenor bass is here too. Okay. We're going to go, you're doing great. Letter C. You got this. Just such a small subtle thing, but I know you can do it, and it's just going to allow you more freedom to choose when you move, how you move. Yeah. You can unfold to them. That's what but is reserved for specific ones. It'll help the line too, long line. It's very clear, and I think you don't need to subdivide at the end there. Trust them. That's what we'll drive to as a conductor. Trust that they're going to do it exactly the way you were dreaming, and just allow a little more space for that breath and land. Okay. Let's go from the E's, measure 45. Connect with your pianist when she goes to the low octave on measure 64. Good. I think even at the end of the session, they're finding it easy to sing for you. Maybe there's some not. Okay, good. Okay, so same thing. Measure 69 when the tenor and basses come in. I think you can just temper the entrance a little bit. Unison, mezzo piano. So just make sure they're not tromboning yet. Okay? And then it can be lush, rich, majestic in measure 73. Okay, but see if you've marked the diminuendo there. I see. Experiment with staying forte. Oh wait, no, I see. There's one in the basses. Okay, never mind. Forget it. Let's go one before E. I love when you connect it with the low octave there in the piano. This is one measure before qui now. Long, long line. Excellent. What do you think happened with your key at just that moment, right before F? Yeah, I think beat 3 can be clear, because she has the grasp right there. So I think that'll be helpful. Let's go, I have to celebrate the long climb that we did. It's different, right? It's different, and you kind of suspenseful, so long way for it, okay? So, and then it doesn't get aggressive, right? It needs to be sort of almost rich, lush, forte as in full, free, not forceful, right? Just, big flowing silk or something like that, okay? Good. It's like that, it's like that. Can we go measure 75? This is the Pachis, held Pachis for sopranos and alto. Notice it's mezzo forte, so you can be pretty encouraging on that downbeat so they have room for the diminuendo. And a good beat 3 for the release of the breath. You know, just do that one more time. You don't need the left hand to do it, actually, if you just use the right hand. So the left hand stays with the choir, and there you're pulling the sort of breath with them, and all violinist needs is a good 2, and then release on 3. Then at the same time, that release is the prep, the S, boom. We're linking the ends and the beginnings of things all the time. Good. There are a couple things that I know you want different. I sense, anyway. Or maybe I'm just reading wrong. But at this violin line, I noticed there was a little disconnect there. Okay, so you want a little bit of retard there, cool. And then I think you can enjoy being with the sopranos here. And then finally, endings. Endings in general, maybe because it's uncomfortable, you don't want to hang out in the stillness for too long. But you need to enjoy the stillness. Don't get stuck in the stillness, but enjoy every single beat. And really count all 6 of these. Yeah. Let's go from, pacing the ending is tricky here. I know there's not a written at the violin line in 83, but I think you're right to kind of pace it that way. Okay. Let's go from letter F, actually let's go from 81. That's 81. Thank you so much. Sarah Branton to do one species? Or okay, we're well, can we thank Miss Branton that you're
Thank you all for joining us this afternoon. Let's, if we would, maybe just lift your hands. We're all standing. The teachers of these young, talented conductors. If you lift your hands, and
you are slightly in charge as well. I told Casey how the seating works.
so many